Hopefully you can now see me on Facebook and YouTube. Sometimes I do not understand everything, but I sure try. So hang on, let me turn off this one light again now, because I want you guys to get the effect of what I was talking about before. So I'm going to see if it's showing yet. Okay, it looks like it's finally showing that I am now live. So I want you guys to see, this is all the glow-in-the-dark stuff, and all I did was add a black light to it. Look how cool this is. Some of these pieces I did like last year and stuff, and I was told that if you put a black light on them, even if they are from like last year, they'll still do. And I know I don't get a lot of regular sunshine in here, so I wanted to try it. So check this out. Look at all the way over here, this piece. Look at all these different ones. Look at the toad. Can you guys see the toad? Now watch the toad. When I put him back there, it let's see. Let's quick go see if I can share this out then, seeing that it is not showing. I want to make sure that everyone can see it as well. That is just so weird. I don't get what is going on with this lately, but hopefully it will send out all the other invitations to everyone. You know, sometimes I just truly wonder. I do. So, let's see if anyone else pops on here because they got the invitation. So, hey Jelly Jim. So, just going to do a quick one here, and then hopefully you guys can see me. But I wanted you guys to see that, God darn it, it's like, it's supposed to go out automatically, invites. So, hey Deadpool. So, let's see. Hey Regina, how are you? So, I just thought that you guys might like seeing how different that looks with the black light on. Watch the toad, how much more he lights up. Can you guys see that? Look how much more that is. Ziggy light on. And I appreciate everyone from YouTube that's on tonight too. Oh, well, thank you. Hello, 5. So I'm going to show you a little bit of resin tonight, just because I've wanted to play with this, and I thought about a different way that I can use this, right? So I saw them using our paste to do resin. I've seen other people do like the flakes and stuff, and then I've also seen them use mica powder. So Thank you. Oh, I'm so sick of this stupid cough. So yesterday when Jason was having a test done, being at the hospital, it was very dry. And I'm not sure if that is what made me feel this way again or what it is. But let me tell you, I don't like feeling like this again. So, we are going to just get on here. Yeah, I've always had like a little black bulb light, right? A light bulb that I would put in for Halloween and the outside light and stuff. But because I will use the glow in the dark also like all year long, because I like how you can make it look like your stars, your moons, everything like that. And that it changes something up. So I will just keep these lights now. So I need to make sure that this is the mold that I have from chalk. So there's two sides. There's this little weird grid side, and that's the bottom. And then you have your resin. So you have a hardener and you have the resin, okay? So the first thing that they tell you is to put gloves on and then to use as much silicone. Oh, silicone, where is that? Hang on just a second. I got a little silicone mat. So in case I spilled, I'm not going to make a mess on my pretty new self-healing mat, right? Well, let's just see. Let's get this out. Sorry, didn't mean to make so much noise. I'm going to just move some of these items so that we can put this mat down. You've had a cough for 3 weeks? Man, I don't want to be like this for 3 weeks. Today I had to wear a mask in with Jason for dialysis because of the stupid cough. And I'm telling you, I hate this. Yeah, well, I don't have insurance right at this moment, so I need to do that tomorrow. I need to get my butt in gear and get that done. I have just not felt like doing diddly crap the last couple days, so okay, so our resin is a little bit different than other resins. So they have said that you do not need like ventilation and stuff, but I'm still going to open up the patio door just to be on the safe side. And we all know that I get so hot when I'm over here. So I have these little cups from Dollar Tree, and I measured it before, and it takes 2 of these cups to fill this. So they say that you can do this like in layers. So we're going to try that and see. Almost everything I have here, except for the tweezers, are like silicone. Silicone will just make it easier to clean. And then I just have a regular Solo cup. Green Solo cup. Sorry, Toby, but didn't have any red Solo cups for some reason. And like they were saying that you don't need to, like you can do this 2 ways. Like she measured when she was doing it. So I'm talking about Brenda Duran, who's our top chalk person. She did hers with, she put dried oranges in hers. And she actually used the same cup to pour. So she just had one that was, had the markings on it. And I would probably have to get a different set of cups from, like, Amazon. But these at least have some markings on them, so it'll be easier for me to at least get the first set in there, because you want to put your resin in your hardener and then you pour it together. But then if you wanted to make like add colors or anything, then you can pour them in these type cups. But I'm going to use this first to add to make one part up. So this is the hardener. So I have this moon I want to try. And if this works the way I want it to, then and she said right away, put your lid back on so you don't accidentally have no spillage. And then make sure that you get that all scraped out. Now the hardest part with resin, and you all know me, I have no patience, right? Is that you need to let it set. So we're going to pour this next part in here. And if this works, then there's a lot of different resins, like cups and stuff, that I will probably get so that everything comes out perfect every time. I don't have to worry. Okay, so before I pour that in, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I was starting to feel a lot better and everything, and then I don't know what it was about going yesterday. It was just so dry in there. I know that you guys can't see this inside the cup, but the biggest thing that you have to do now is you're going to mix it. Ziggy set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
And you want to stir in one direction and one direction only. And you don't want to be a wild person mixing it. So, yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. I do not like that it's not showing me how many people are on the lives again. But, yeah, so I wore a mask in there today because if I do anything, I start coughing. So, like, after I first pushed Jason in, I was coughing like there was no tomorrow. And then one of the social worker came in, and she needed to speak to Jason. So I left for a little bit, and I started walking outside. And it was shortly after I started walking outside that I started hacking away again. Oh, you know why it's so dark in here? I just realized. Backlights aren't on. Look, that makes such a huge difference. So when you're stirring this, like, don't just put your nose over it and like inhale it, right? And of course I can smell again, so so I want to know, has anyone played with resin before? I wonder if Dalton's played with resin. It's so funny that Dalton has, Dalton and I, we used to go fishing, but it was such like an ordeal taking him fishing because one, he had no patience. He was constantly, that reel was in, out, in, out, in, out. Oh, you know, he's got hooked up on the tree. Oh, this. Oh, that lure is gone. Like, you know, it was funny. And now he's making his own fishing lures and stuff. So he's taken over like the crafting side, like what I do. So I find that quite amusing. I was never the hunter, but I would go and shoot guns. Like, we had like a little range set up in our basement that we could shoot BB guns, and they would go into, I don't remember, it was some kind of like bullseye, and then behind it was something soft that got the BBs, and then we'd play with BB guns in our backyard because we had a farmer's field, and he said as long as he wasn't out there working, that he was okay with us. So that's the 3-minute timer. Ziggy, stop. And he does like his little glitter vac that I got him. I got my son one of these. Oh, Jesus! Oh, it just knocked a whole bunch of glitter into my tray. Well, I guess we're going to have something different in here. I didn't realize that my glitter vac needs to be cleaned out. So we're going to take and we're going to pour some of this in here now. And the big thing is there's a lot of bubbles in here. And they have said that you can take like a lighter, a torch, and you can use that. So I am taking Orion because y'all know how much I love this Orion, right? And because this little stir stick is made out of silicone, we're going to put this in here. And I'm going to carefully mix it one direction and one direction only. So I watched the new Reba show tonight. It's called Happy's Place. It was pretty good. I watched Georgie and Mandy last night, and both nights I've been out trying to catch the comment. Ooh, that's pretty. So we're going to just take one of our little trays that we have here from Chalk, and we're going to put this in here. And because this glitter doesn't want to come off on this end, this is where we are going to pour this. So we're going to, I want a little bit of this down in the, and this is self-leveling too. So some of the resins you have to like level out and everything. And this one, you don't have to. You don't have to set it with a UV light. So I just kind of want to make sure that I have this like all the way around here. So I need a little bit more on this side. I have a feeling that this is not going to be enough to fill all this, but what do I know? So I'm going to like try and keep this all down in here. And right now, this is the perfect time to play with the resin and to buy the resin, because everything on our website is 25% off. So if you want, like they were showing that you can do like a little bit, and it pretty much like stays. It doesn't like, I thought it might flow all over, but it really doesn't. So that's kind of cool. So now we're going to pour a little bit more of this in here. And I would like to see if I can find my favorite. I think this one is the blue, this one. So they show adding mica in 2 different ways. You made ramen tuna casserole. Oh, hey Tracy. Yeah, Reba has a new show. It's a show called Happy Place, and she was running a bar with her dad. And then her dad passed away, and her dad had another child that no one knew about. So I will tell you, with mica, they say to be careful about breathing it in and stuff. And that this can get into your lungs pretty easily. So I'm just going to try and sprinkle this in. Put the lid back on that mica, because I don't want to make that a big mess. I'm not a fan of tuna casserole. I used to like tuna casserole, and I do not know what happened, but I don't really care for tuna casserole anymore. And I do not like tuna melts. My daughter-in-law used to make tuna melts quite a bit, and I was never a huge fan of them. Don't know why, but I don't. So we are going to actually just take some of this now and spread this on top. I really wish I could get a better view for you guys of this. And they show taking a hair dryer and you can blow it. Hey Cindy. So we're just going to kind of swirl this in. We're going to just swirl that Orion in with that as well. And then we're going to see if we're going to have enough or if we're going to have to make a little bit more. So let me tell you, I've seen like I have some resin earrings, and they're like some of my favorite earrings because they're so lightweight and everything. And I really like them. So we're going to open up this now. And we're going to put some of these flakes in here. I don't like working with gloves on. I feel like I can't do things right. So we are going to use the tweezers, and we're going to try and, oh, guess what? The stuff sticks to the tweezers. Let's see if we can. Just sprinkle some of this in here. And then we'll put some of the purple because that's kind of like Orion. Yeah. Yep. And you know what the best part is that Melissa Peterman, who played on her previous show, Reba, is on Happy Place as well. Oh, Piddly Poo. I got so much on there. And I love that because her and Melissa, they have such a great rapport. And, you know, Melissa Peterman was also on Young Sheldon. So before this hardens, we're going to try and get some of that purple mixed in here as well. So we're going to try and bring a little bit of this blue up here. So then the biggest part is letting this set for 24 hours. So they say if you have a child or a cat, a pet, that you should cover it up. So I actually have another one of these silicone mats, and they say just to cover it, just to make sure like no cat hair gets in it, or that your cat doesn't jump up in it and does something with it, because, you know, we all know how pets can sometimes be. I know Doctor has lost a lot of weight, but I don't think he could, well, he can maybe get up on the table and come up here, but there would have to be some yummies on there. Yeah, she was on People's Places and Things. Yep, Billy's mom. And her name was Bonnie, I think. So I see some air bubbles in here. So I'm going to try and pop any of the air bubbles that I see. Let me just tell you right now, I just want to resin everything. I do. I just want to like make all kind of resin up and stuff. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to order some more resin or find a bigger resin like bottle and stuff so that I can get like really good that. But I don't know if y'all can see all the different shades and everything in here. But this looks pretty dang pretty, y'all. I'm just saying. I really like the dark Orion. And like if you wanted to, I bet you we could take a little bit more of the Orion and just mix it in here before it gets too thick. But don't get crazy, because that's how you can add the air bubbles. So Brenda added dried oranges in hers, and that was kind of cool. And she's the one who showed us to use our paste with it as well, and I thought that was pretty dang cool too, that we can use our paste to add some coloring in everything. So the biggest part about this is that this will be the side that sets on your cupboard. So the part that's underneath here is the part that you're going to see. So now if I wanted to tomorrow, I could actually, when this is dry, I could find one of my moons and I could chalk a moon on here. Because if y'all don't know, I love the celestial moons and stars and everything like that. And I don't think... Here, can you see the difference in that? So you can do, like those of you that bake, you know this little trick, right? When you're baking, you just gently tap your like cupcakes or cake, so that any air bubbles rise up to the top, right? And then you look for air bubbles. Now hang on just a sec, because I'm going to see. I need a little torchy thing. Y'all know what I mean? Them little torchy things, like you see them torching things in the kitchen. So there's like an air bubble here. So if you're not too close to the edge, you can gently take this around and get out any of those air bubbles. Just be careful on the edge. And you try and get those air bubbles. Oops, I touched right down into it. I've seen them do, like, there's a pouring resin that they do as well. And they pour it like into wood, and then they will torch it. Now see, this side doesn't look like it's as full down here, so we're just going to take that little bit that's left and pour it. Now you can do this in layers. If you, somebody did, they poured like a clear layer and they let it set, and then they went back and chalked it, and then they put another layer of resin on top of it. So I think this is pretty cool. This is just going to go for on my, I'm upstairs, so I have one of those big walls that separates the stairs. And oh, I have some left in here. Shouldn't waste that. I always throw my keys up there. There we go. Fill that all the way up. And I put my sunglasses there when I have the garage door opener. So I'm going to use it as a catch-all to, ooh, I got a little smell of that resin there. And to keep my keys and items all there together. But they were showing this with the orange slices to use in your kitchen to put like your soap, you know, your dish soap and stuff on. Oh, her name was Brenda. And I just think it's so cool that you can use this in so many places. So you could use this in your bedroom to put your jewelry on when you take it off at night. And you could use it in your bathroom to put like your soap on, especially like, you know, how some people do those pretty little soaps and potpourri. You could do that. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this. So the biggest thing is now, gotta let it set for 24 hours. I don't have patience for this. I don't know how to do 24 hours. Because right now all I want to do is see how much more I can make. Because I also have this mold. And this mold, I haven't seen anyone do this one yet. So, this is the back side. So you have a very thin side, and then you have a deeper side here. And this is what we call our board and base. So like our board and base, I know I have a board and base somewhere here. Oh, I can't find one. But our board and base is similar to like this, right? That you have chalk surface, a base, and it sets in there. And that's what that is supposed to be like as well. But when I went to Hobby Lobby for my sister day, I got a moon shape. And I've been watching them, and they show them using, get down in there. I got a piece that keeps glitter that popped up. So you can push them down in there to make sure that they go. I want them more down. So I've been watching that you use a silicone mat, you tape it, and then you pour it. And then you can chalk on that as well. They do silicone earrings. All I know is that chalk is going to be doing more silicone items. And I really wonder if my table is not level. Because to me it looks like it's not full all the way on this edge. But it's supposed to be self-leveling. So if you have any left in your cup, just like pour it in the area that you do not think is level. And then watch it self-level. But chalk will be doing more with resin. Just because you can use it with so many different ways. So if you guys have any questions about the resin, go ahead and ask me now. And otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go because I need to get Jason up soon. He's got to take his nighttime meds. And I need to check his blood sugars and stuff. And I always say I'm going to call it an early night, but that's a big fat lie. There is a huge craft show that starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. that I would like to try and get myself up. Hey, Kim. Look at what I did, Kim. I played with the resin. Move some of this stuff out so that you guys can see this. And then, like I said, the resin is on sale right now. All of our tools, everything is on sale 25% off, which doesn't happen often. And I will tell you this, those of you that are a designer, you get the 25% plus your 40. If you're a Perks member, you get 30% plus 25. How dang darn cool is that? And then if you have designer dollars like I do, I could get all kinds of things. So I'm probably going to use some of my designer dollars. I need some more paste. And of course I'm going to want the more resin. So I did mica. I did the Orion paste, Kim, because you can use our paste in with the resin. And then I did some chunky glitter foils. So I did those in there. So put it on a silicone mat so if anything gets on here, it'll come off easy enough. Because otherwise, if it gets on, you know, your nice stuff, then you've got a little bit to, it's a little bit harder to clean up. So that is why I got that, because I thought that'd be my luck, that I would spill it and make a huge mess. So you can see how this cup is a little sticky because I got a little bit of that resin on the bottom, but I love this. And tomorrow I'm going to see if I feel up to it. I might go to this craft show. I don't like going by myself, but I have to do most things by myself, so I will probably suck it up and do it. But I really want to do nothing but play with resin now. I've wanted to do resin earrings for quite a while. Just because of the other company that I used to work with, we had resin, and it was always cool to play with. So I love that, but I want to show you Look at how you can see some of the Vic glowing yet with the black light. Ziggy light off.
Okay.
And I will turn this off. And look at just the difference there. Gotta find my stick. Let's see. Well, you gotta fix your patio door. Look how much... Oh! I should have put glow in the dark in here. Oh. So, yeah, look at... By just adding that black light, look at that. How much more that stuff does. And I know that you can't see up there, but those are all glowing as well. Look at this. Look how much the boo here is glowing. This ghost glowing. And then I forgot all of those had the glow in the dark on it too. But the skeleton he's doing, their faces are doing. I gotta be careful moving this. But you can see up here then, see how much more of those glow up there? Look at that. I love this one down here, this skeleton down here. All of these. So, yeah, I'm just a little kid when it comes to playing with stuff like this. But I don't really do anything else. So if this is all that I have right now, then that's fine. That is fine. So... Whew. What? No kids, just the ladies. You're getting picked up at 9 a.m. Kim, I know you said it's some kind of special religious holiday for you. I know that. So it's just that, you know, it's hard when you're not used to religious holidays falling on a Saturday. And that's, you know, of course, when they do most things. So, and that's when I don't have to worry about too much with Jason because he doesn't have, you know, any testing being done or dialysis or anything. Ziggy, light on.
Okay.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm going to tell you tonight, I'm going to have to control myself and not like be like, do I get that moon out and try and do the moon tonight? Or if I just clean up this stuff. And because it is on the silicone, do you see how it's still dripping? If you use like a wooden popsicle stick, which a lot of them do, that can cause more bubbles when you're stirring. So you got to be careful with that. And this is actually some kind of silicone. It's in the makeup section of Dollar Tree. So like when you're putting face cream on or something, you don't want to keep putting your fingers in your jars. This is what you can use, and then it easily cleans up. And then, of course, all of our stir sticks are made from silicone as well. And the only thing that's not silicone is the cups, and then this is, you know, solo cups. So you can just take the solo cup and, you know, dump it. But, yeah, I have a feeling that I will be ordering more resin with some of my free designer dollars and playing with these. And then some people will get these as Christmas gifts. And I'm sure my son would not be happy with one. But I still like to make him things and send him things and that. I am really proud of Jason yesterday. They had to have 2 people try and get his IV in for his test, and he said it was the most painful IV that he's had in a long time, even though like he told the lady like no, she was doing a great job and everything. Jason's lost 38 pounds since he's started trying to really lose weight. So I'm really proud of him for that. I'm proud of my son Dalton for getting an 8-point buck with his bow and arrow, his recurve, I think they call it. So, you know, I am proud of my family, and I'm proud of my sister. She's been doing so much hard work out at her new place. Well, trying to make her place new and improved. And I just appreciate everyone. And unfortunately, sometimes they will get gifts that they would probably rather have me just get them nothing, or oh my gosh, you guys should see. Can you see how much glitter is in here? Get them nothing. But I've always been one who likes to make gifts up and give them out. So I'm hoping that those that get my handmade gifts know that they're made with love, and that I'm not cheap. That it's just something that I like to do. Oh, I doesn't want to pick up these chips, these big glitter flakes off here, though. It doesn't like the silicone mat. It's like the silicone mat don't want to give them up. It's like, nope, nope, we're not giving it. So, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to go clean this stuff up, and maybe I'll get the moon out and work on the moon yet. But I really do need to get some stuff packaged up and get it sent out too, so maybe I should do that instead. Y'all have a great night. If you have questions about this, just let me know. And we will just go from there. So you guys have a great night. Again, don't forget, my name is LaDonna. This is Happy-go-Lowery's Creations. This is chalk couture resin. And no, they're not cheap. Most of the time too, like, you could probably go and buy the same thing on Amazon for a lot cheaper. But because we took the time and effort into it, it does end up costing us more. But it's made with love, so for us, it's, you know, it's just the way we are. So, you guys have a great night. Kim, have a great day tomorrow. I hope that they can get your patio glass door replaced. Cindy, if I don't see you tomorrow, have fun at the craft show. It all just kind of depends too on how this coughing is, because I don't want to be walking around coughing and hacking the whole time when I'm in there either. So you guys have a great night, and I will chitty chat with y'all later. Thank you.